Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you as Monday Night Raw, and my Monday comes to an end. Of course, we had the both Monday Night Football games, a big episode of Monday Night Raw, full of title matches and a Sting tag team match, and then Table for Three with Biggie Langston. As we sit down and we rewind everything that happened today. Probably the biggest story that's going to come out of this that people might remember for a short little time is Nikki Bella becoming the longest reigning Divas champion of all time, surpassing AJ Lee. Of course, when you think of WWF and women's wrestling, you think of the Moolah and Mae Young, and of course, when the belt that Fabulous Moolah held for, I honestly think she held it for like 20 years, 20 plus years. I didn't really look up to see how long she had it for, but the title that she did hold forever, basically, was not the Divas Championship. Of course, everybody knows the Divas Championship was a belt that was created for SmackDown. I can't remember what year it was created, but because of the brand split, you had Divas on both shows, and you didn't really want Divas, being the ones that were exempt to fight on whatever show they wanted to. So they just made up their own championship, and that's just basically what they rolled with. When you think about Nikki Bella and surpassing AJ Lee's title reign, you gotta wonder if people are actually going to remember this title reign, and actually if it is really going to mean anything. When you think about AJ Lee's title reign, she did beat Caitlyn, and then from there on out, the level of girls that AJ was competing against went way down when she was having championship matches throughout the time. Of course, Nikki Bella, became her rise to power, I guess you can see, in WWE was because of the SummerSlam match between Brie and Stephanie McMahon. Nikki Bella butted in and basically said that she was tired of Brie always putting herself above her, and because she came in there and helped Stephanie get the win in the match, basically Stephanie put her on the way to becoming number one contender, and moving on from there. And I believe it was at Night of Champions last year where Nikki Bella beat AJ Lee to become champion, and then from there it would go on to be Nikki versus Brie. I could be a little bit off. I don't really 100% remember everything that went down. AJ Lee was gone for a while. She finally got her rematch, and then because of Brie being on the outside, even though the angle was done where she was Nikki Bella's slave, she helped her win the championship. And the reason is that even though that they were feuding, sisterly love pulls through, and they were able to magically, behind the scenes, put everything behind themselves. But besides for the AJ Lee matches, this is when Paige came into the picture, and then, of course, Paige wouldn't be able to win the championship. Naomi and Paige have been there. I think that honestly Nikki did have good competition, but honestly at the same time, because of the restart of the Divas division with the Divas Revolution, as well as wrestling in a tag team match at WrestleMania 31, there was a lot of months when the Divas Championship was inactive on major pay-per-views. It just sort of was left off of the card. It just didn't really have any build to it. And that's the one reason why I think that maybe this title reign at the end really doesn't mean anything. But lucky for us, with the Divas Revolution, with Sasha Banks, with Paige, and Becky Lynch joining WWE's main roster, we're in for some fresh, good talent in there. We probably won't have a Divas Championship reign last forever and ever, and I don't think that means that they're going to hotshot the championship around. I think that they are going to build up Charlotte as a star in this division. I think that definitely sooner than later, Team PCB will explode, and I don't know if that means that Paige is going to turn heel, or if she's just going to fight Charlotte, and it's just going to be let the best girl win. I think that it's a match that we're going to be seeing sooner than later, and definitely Sasha Banks has emerged as the leader of Team PCB. The Bella Twins, I don't want to see them fade out of the division once Nikki loses the championship. I don't want them to go back to just being like the friends of the Raw guest host, which what they were doing for a good piece of the pie. They were in WWE before they left. I think that they'll still be involved in what's going down, and of course, Alicia Fox will always be one of my favorites. But I'm just looking forward to this title reign ending sooner than later. It's a good thing she got her record. There's a lot of talk out there that John Cena had a lot to do with making sure that she kept the belt. But I think that when you look at it, Nikki Bella holding the belt this long, doing the program with Paige, where Paige needed to get help to try and remove her from the top of the Divas division and try and break up Team Bella. That's the reason why Divas Revolution started, with Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha all coming to the main roster. So it is a big piece of history. I just don't think it matters in the long run. Some people think they're trying to erase CM Punk and AJ Lee, and I don't think you'll ever be able to erase them. So congratulations to Nikki for keeping the championship, and we'll see what this title reign means in the future. I think that definitely she's losing the belt on Sunday Night of Champions.